Welcome to Crypto Flywheel, the podcast where we spin up strategies to turn your digital efforts into unstoppable momentum. Now, let's get that flywheel turning. What's up? What's up, Professor X? You finally showed your face.
Yeah, you showed your face too, Digital X. Let's go. I see what you're wearing. What project is that you're wearing? What is that on your T-shirt?
You know, we spoke about this, I believe,
at length. Yeah,
in the beginning, right? Well, how's it going? What do you got going on?
I don't know, bro. Like today, stuff is happening. I'm excited to get into what we have to talk about. Just stuff that's going on around the world, especially with the meetings happening there in the World Economic Forum there in Davos. Trying to see how we can put our crypto flywheel perspective in.
Well, you know what Trump's going to do. He's going to go out there and try to get Greenland.
Yeah, he's going to lay that hammer down to those different countries, the European countries, namely Denmark, Netherlands, UK, all of them, putting that hammer down.
Yeah.
You think there's any financial implications there?
Well, I believe it. Think the main topic they will probably discuss is blockchain and technology and how the banking infrastructure is going to be revitalized or changed into a new system. So I think that's going to be the main topic or one of the main topics. So it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens.
Well, the theme that's happening over there apparently is called the spirit of dialogue, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think what's on the agenda there is, the economic hardships that are happening across the world, So I think they're going to be talking a lot about the geoeconomic problems that we're having or how to go around it and get around it.
Yeah, you could be right. Well, we don't have financial problems, right?
No, not at all.
We have a bank robbery. The uniparty criminals in Washington. DC has stolen over $55 trillion since 2008.
DC? Who does that?
The bureaucrats. The
bureaucrats.
The individuals in office.
Interesting.
Printing money, dumping money into other countries or parties, foundations. So where do you think all those money's being sent to?
Well, I also think that they're devaluing our currency. You see it in the markets right now when we go to the simple grocery store. What $100 bought you 5 years ago, you can't buy that much. Come out with $100 today. So you see that, and then it's been exposed. It's being more exposed more because of all the AI and data center boom that's happening. The scarcity of these metals, industrial metals, are showing it's rearing its ugly head, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, this is why we're seeing a migration to gold, silver, and other commodities, right?
Yeah,
they don't have trust in the dollar anymore. Why? No. Because they've printed so much. It's just inflation has skyrocketed due to the money printing that's been taking place. So I think we're in a pretty bad shape. So there has to be a system change. So hopefully with this new technology and blockchain and the banks adopting this new system, hopefully it'll happen soon. And there'll be some sort of accountability for individuals that try to steal from the system.
Well, whatever the case is, Digital X, the problem is that I just hope that at the World Economic Forum, they're not going to talk about climate change, honestly. Because
well, that probably still there, but the new administration is pro-oil, correct? So anything energy efficient or, solar or battery, I think that's put to the side for now.
You think the battery energy storage, because when you talk about this energy efficiencies and energy like power conversion, battery energy storage is front and center, right? Uninterrupted power supply. Those are areas that they're going to be addressing. I can almost guarantee. But the problem is that the commodities are either short in supply or governments, specifically 2 or 3 that I'm not going to name right now, are hoarding the these commodities, namely gold and more importantly silver.
Yeah, you're right. On a side note, the world's largest exchange, NYSE, just announced the launch of 24/7 trading of stocks using crypto on chain. I mean, we just went mainstream.
Yes, we did. And guess where it's going to be facilitated on?
Well, I know where it's going to be facilitated on, but we're going to keep that a secret for now until they announce it, right?
Yeah.
So today, the NYSE announced the development of a platform for trading and on-chain settlement of tokenized securities. NYSE's new digital platform will enable tokenized trading, includes 24/7 operations, instant settlement, order size, dollar amount, and stablecoin based funding. So this is not going to take effect until later on in the year. Hopefully this is good news, and it's promising to individuals that's invested into these blockchain technologies.
Yeah. So I mean, I've been looking at the Reddit waves, if you will. The Wall Street bets and the crypto bros and all of those stuff. So there's a lot of talk about artificial intelligence and lack of transparency, but I'm not grasping why they think that there's going to be lack of transparency when RWAs inherently means that there's going to be more transparent transactions, at least in the financial space, and anything to do with anything to do with crypto or payment processing, right? So
yeah. Anyway, did you know what's number one trending on stock twits?
No.
QNT.
QNT.
This is mega bullish, guys. All eyes are on Quant. So Quant.
We talked about that, right?
Yeah, we did. We spoke about QNT, I believe, the second episode of our ISO 222 coins. So Quant is setting global standards, and it's connecting sectors of all blockchains, right? So they're steering central banks, and it's involved in everything. So in order to profit or benefit from this, I'm hoping our audience has taken a look at Quant and researched it. Hopefully it's something that you may want to get interested in, because if you just look at the charts, it's to the right and up, with a few corrections. So this is not financial advice, but you guys should take a look at it. So QNT will be allowing staking on all levels without disadvantaging smaller holders, right? So there's your long-awaited answer. If it's going to go up in value, this staking feature will allow it to go up in value.
What did you say that platform for staking is referred to as? Fusion, was it?
Yeah, Quant Fusion. This is very bullish. So what are you guys waiting for, right? You guys should be looking into...
Digital Life, Quant, based with respect to the other coins in this ecosystem, is slightly higher in value. So your multiplier effect there is a little less, but what was its all-time high? I believe
500 something, 400 or 500. But
so when you think about that's almost 90% down.
Well, I would say about 80% down, right?
Yeah. 80%, 80 plus percent down. So there's a huge upside even now if you get in.
Yeah.
That's not financial advice. Look, guys, price action on all of these coins are not what our listeners, what you guys should be paying attention to based off of what we are educating, not financially advising. We are educating our listeners to not worry about the price action. Only because this is not a speculative ecosystem. This entire ecosystem, each one will facilitate the new financial system that's being ushered in right now. I feel like that they're almost purposely crashing all the currencies, the fiat currencies, just to usher this digital currency in, the new financial system in. So if you look at it from that perspective, and the new financial system perspective, what we need to comprehend is that this is not this token and coins are not speculative in nature. They are settlement layers. So they're going to facilitate as they are used in the technology itself. So that's what I keep reiterating, just because the importance needs to be understood.
Yeah, I mean, the Quant's Fusion Firewall recently upgraded Fusion's multi-ledger rollup to deploy critical updates to their Fusion Firewall. So this allows self-managed token whitelist for institutions, liquidity, isolation options for shared tokens, and, also it allows for you. So they have this program now. They say, bring your own node. So it's called BYON. Now, a foundation upgrade, right? So what BYON, bring your own node, allows users to attach their own nodes to Fusion via our Quant's Connect UI, So this is very big what Quant is doing. It's allowing for tokens to be locked up, right? So what happens when you lock up tokens? All these institutions are locking up tokens to utilize that function that Quant provides, right? So when you lock up these tokens, these institutions are buying massive amounts of tokens. They're not just buying like 100 or 200. They're going to be buying in thousands, right? For that utilization. So the staking infrastructure is in development. So Quant's network is evaluating staking algorithms that balance inclusivity with meaningful participation. So their goal is to encourage QNT staking at all levels without disadvantaging small holders. So this is our benefit right here. We're the small holders, right? So we're the ones that are looking to stake as well because we want some sort of yield back. Correct?
Well, you also, when we try to, the age-old, phrase in crypto is take your profits, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what this ecosystem allows us, once it's fully evolved into what it needs to be, what it's going to be, is that we're not going to have to sell our principal holding, right? If you will. Let's say we have 1,000 QNTs. For example, when Fusion goes out and is launched in full-fledged, we're not going to have to sell QNT to make our ROI or get profits out. We can get passive income. And this entire ecosystem, you're essentially going to be able to make money off of what you initially purchased, right? And then just be your own bank kind of thing where you can lend it out to others that may need it. And we talked about IULs yesterday, all of this stuff. Well, not IULs, but what would it say if you could be, we use the comparison, but what was it that you said that these coins can actually yield and you can borrow on your own holding almost 100%. Slightly different than that of the IUL. You only have a certain percentage you can take out, right?
Yeah, I'm glad you spoke about the yields. Me personally, I'm expecting 5 to 6 maximum in yield through that staking, right?
5 to 6 what?
Percent. 5 to 6%. Yeah. So imagine at 5 to 6%, you're staking Quant and it's staked. And let's say you have about 100 Quants, right? When the price of Quant in the short term is valued at around $3,000 to $5,000, let's just say it's 5,000, right? In the short term, this is short term. I'm not talking 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line. This is short term. I'm talking within a year to 2 years, right? You have 100 Quant staking at $5. That's what? $500,000? I mean $5,000, not $5. Yeah, $5,000. So I'm saying $3,000 to $5,000. Right?
I'm not a mathematician, but yeah.
Yeah. So 100 times 5,000. Well, it's 5,000. That's 500,000, right? And you're earning, let's just say 5% on that. 5% on what's that? 25 grand. 25 grand of a year. You're receiving yield from something that's going to appreciate even more. So I can see this happening, especially with low supply and demand right now, right? So in the long term, this is my opinion. In the long term, I am envisioning Quant to be above $200,000 a coin. Yes, above $200,000 a coin. Reason being, I'm just looking at the tokenomics right now. Quant's market cap now is little over $1 billion.
$1 billion dollars.
Yeah, $1 billion. Yeah, Quant's market cap is about $1 billion right now. If you look at Ethereum's market cap, it's slightly above $388 billion right now. Okay? Quant's total supply is about 14 million and change, right? So if you're telling me that Quant cannot get up to 200 billion, Ethereum's market cap is a little over 388 billion. You have to envision this. You have to have belief in a project that you buy or you invest into. I really think Quant could be at a $200 billion market cap easily. Why? I can tell you several reasons. Oracle. Overledger is certified and integrated into Oracle's blockchain platform. Oracle has over 430,000 customers globally. You know how many quants they would have to buy to lock that up in order to service those customers? Another reason, SIA and Nexi, or SIA and Nexi. These power Europe's largest payment infrastructures, connecting hundreds of banks. So they link to 570 plus European banks and millions of merchants. So how many quants would they have to lock up? These are like major players in that market, right? Then you got LAC chain, right? LAC chain. So they're banking partners in Latin America and the Caribbean. So that's another banking infrastructure that's going to be utilizing Quant. That's going to be locked up. All right. Then you got Dentsu Soken that was recently, what do you call it? That recently announced, right? So they support Japan's adoption of tokenized deposits and the institutional stablecoins targeting major Japanese financial institutions. So how many financial institutions are there in Japan? So imagine the amount that they would have to lock up there. Then you got UK Regulated Liabilities Network, RLN, right? This powers tokenized sterling deposits, pilots, and settlements involving major UK banks and HSBC, Barclays, Lloyds, NatWest, and plenty of others, right? So, I mean, if you don't see it, I can't help you, but I'm telling you right now, this token, not a coin, this is going to be huge. Imagine you buying Bitcoin at 78, 77, or 80, 85, $90. My God. I mean, if I knew what I was buying back then, or if I knew what I'm going to be buying now and reap the rewards later, shoot, I'll do it, you know?
Well, I'll also say this. To add to what you're saying as far as Bitcoin comparison here, Bitcoin technology is outdated, right? I mean, what else? I don't know how else to say it, but their technology is still fast, but not for the finance industry or payment settlement industry.
I mean, Bitcoin has its own utility, right? Which is what they call it, store of value. I mean, their narrative of peer-to-peer,
more marketing.
Well, their narrative of peer-to-peer, when they initially started, it worked. Why? Because it was the first and only coin out there, right? But since the technology has evolved and utilization, institutions and individuals want a different utilization to be provided through that coin, it wasn't able to scale to that level. So they started building other coins and other tokens in order to get those utilizations. Right? So Bitcoin's going to be here, but am I going to be buying it? No, because the return on investment for me is not reasonable.
And that's not to say that Bitcoin is actually a bad technology or a bad project. We're not poo-pooing on Bitcoin, guys. But the only reason why we say this to our listeners is that Bitcoin's multiplier effect is extremely low. I mean, you need to have close to $100,000 to get one Bitcoin. Take that $100,000 and invest it into any of these coins or QNT token, which has the upside, as you heard, digital X thinks that it's going to get to close to $200,000, right? So
yeah, I really do. I really think it's going to hit over 200,000. Why? Because of all the collaborations that they have with all these institutions. We're not talking about little mom and pop stores. You're talking about big capital, institutions that deal with big capital. I mean, I'll give you several others. Bank of International Settlements, the BIS, right? Bank of England, the Project Rosalind CBDC pilot that they have going on, European central banks, and other Euro involvement also. So this is, we're just, handing you a gem.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see it, you're going to benefit, but if you don't,
And also just take the noise out. When we say CBDCs, don't automatically be like, oh, these guys are pushing CBDCs. No, we're not talking about that. We actually are against CBDCs. However, what's going to happen is going to happen. It's beyond our control. All we can do as retail investors and people who are following this space, this new asset class, all we could do is take advantage of that, what's going to happen regardless, right? So all we are saying to our listeners is make sure you position yourself to take advantage of what's going to happen. It's going to happen nonetheless, right? The difference between Bitcoin and QNT. QNT is at $80, right? $90, somewhere around there. $80 to $90, exactly what it is, I don't know. Bitcoin's at 92,000. So where's the upside? So imagine Digital X just said if it was a couple of years ago, if he knew about Bitcoin, he would have gotten in there when it was $90. That was when in 2000.
You're talking 2010, 2011.
2011, yeah. Imagine if we got in at that time, is what he was saying. So here it is. He just told you. We just gave you a gem. A gem in the sense that it got up to $500 almost, and now it's sitting at $90. So it's already down 80%, 75, 80%, whatever the case is. If you get in now, not financial advice, if you get in right now, you're still got a whole upside that you can, even when it gets to its all-time high, just get into its all-time high. Just make sure you position yourself, and you want to take advantage of the passive income aspect of it too, and you don't have to sell.
Yeah. So having said that, Professor Rex, you have anything else to talk about, or do you want to go ahead and flywheel out of here?
We'll say this is the first time, there's our first episode actually showing our faces. So I think this moving forward, we can look forward to showing our faces again, right? But that also being said, to our listeners, please engage with us, comment. We'll address the comments there on the platforms or in subsequent episodes. So if you don't have anything further to add, Digital X, do you have anything further to add?
No, I don't.
Okay, so then with that, this episode of the Crypto Flywheel, we're signing off. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.